Hi everybody, my name is Leanne Alamini, also known as the Silly Head, and I'm here today to talk to you about my top 3 high-performance success principles. Now, before we even get into the principles, I really want to talk about the definition of success. Now, if you go to dictionary.com or you look in the dictionary, the definition says the accomplishment of one's goals. So, as I go into this, I want you to realize that everybody's goals are different. Everybody has a different definition of what goals is. So I want you to take these principles and make them your own and how they relate to your life. I'm going to talk about how they relate to my life, but I want you to try to translate in a way that you would understand and be able to apply them to yours. So, my definition of success is being happy, not just accomplishing my goal, but being happy in that goal. So before I even set the goal, I need to really think about, hey, am I going to be happy if this happens? Is this really what I want? Because if I get there and I'm not happy or I'm not satisfied with where I am, then that's not success to me. So please keep that in mind as we go forward with the next 3. Also, I want you to think about not just the principle on the surface, but I'm going to dive deep into the internal and the external, 2 parts of each principle. So pay attention for that. My first success principle of high performance is organization. Yes, it's one of those things that's much easier said than done, but it's very, very, very important to being successful. Because I know one big thing that successful people don't have a lot of is time. Being organized is the #1 way to save yourself time. Think about how many times you read a good line in a book, or you heard something really great from one of your motivational speakers, or anything like that, and you know it's somewhere, and you thought about it, you were in conversation, or you wanted to recall to it, and you thought about it somewhere, but then you had no idea where you got it from. Well, it's very, very easy to lose it in your schema of huge things that you're always thinking about. So organization is going to help you with that problem. It's going to help you become successful. Organization is systematic thinking. So, as I promised, I'm going to go into the internal and external part of organization. Internally, organization needs to be your systematic way of thinking. When you absorb new information, you need to decide whether it's pertinent to you, whether it's going to help you later, and where, if it is pertinent to you, can you store it? What can you do with it at the moment right now? If you can't write it down on a piece of paper and categorize it like John C. Maxwell does before he writes books, you have to figure out a systematic way to remember it. Yes, very difficult task, but it is possible. It has to become a habitual type of thing, and it's doable. Second is the external way of organization. And by external, I mean you physically have to get yourself into a routine. I go to bed at 10:30 every single day. I wake up at 6 o'clock, giving myself 7.5 hours of sleep. I know, I should have 8, and sometimes I do get 8. Sometimes I go to bed at 10 because I've had a long day. But I wake up and I go through the same routine every single day. That is something that a successful person does. They get into routine. They wake up early, they work out, they work on their body. Getting yourself into that routine leaves that guessing work out of the way, also saving time. I set aside 5 minutes in the morning to make a to-do list. A to-do list every single day. I sit in my car in the same spot in the same day, and in the same spot at the same time every single day, and I write out my to-do list. That 5 minutes of my day could be saving me 3 hours of my day, because I know exactly when I'm doing things, exactly what I need to do to fit my priorities, to fit my deadlines. So, overall, your internal and your external organization will help you save time, which will lead to more success. My second high performance success principle is personal development. Yes, personal development. You're not going to school anymore. Maybe some of you are, but once you're out of school, you just stop learning. Everything that you learn is accidental. Nobody wants to learn accidentally because that means you're making the mistake first and then you're learning from that, which can kind of go back to organization and saving time. If you're ahead of the game and you're learning intentionally, you're saving yourself time. The biggest thing about personal development that I want to hit on before I go to internal and external is that personal development creates no cap to your possibilities. You can go anywhere with personal development. You can grow and grow and grow and grow. There's no end. There's no finish line. Personal development is one of those things that you could just keep going and going and going on forever. What a great thing. There's limitless things that you can learn on Earth. So, internally, of personal development, you need to be absorbing information like a sponge, internally, mentally, bringing things into your mind. Bring it. Sponge it all in. Internally, you have to organize that material. Hint, hint. And just keep bringing things into your mind. That's the internal. Learn. Whether it's by faith, whether it's just motivational speaking, motivational books, motivational videos. There's hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of resources that you can get information from. Also, externally, you need to put that personal development to use. Yes, you have to use it. You can't just read all the information and let it sit in your brain and then not act on it. So externally, to be successful, you need to practice your personal development. If you watch a personal development video on communicating, I want you to put it to practice right away. In your next conversation, I want you to try it out. And I'm not saying you're going to be perfect at it right away. But that's what personal development is all about. It's about growing. Successful people are continuously growing. Because if you're not growing, the rest of the world is going to grow without you. Your friends are going to grow without you. Well, some of them might hang back, but how wonderful would it be if you guys took advantage and grew and grew and grew? Personal development is my second high performance success principle because it makes your success unlimited. Now, number 3, my high performance success principle number 3 is passion. Passion. You have to love what you're doing. Like I said before, my definition of success is loving what I'm doing or being happy with what I did and what I accomplished. Not just accomplishing a goal, but being happy with it. Now, internally, you need to find that 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can have many passions. But the passion you have to really feel inside. Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself because, your parents want you to do something or, your teacher says you have this great ability to do something. When I was in high school, I told my counselor, who was supposed to be helping me, that I wanted to go to marketing. I wanted to go to business school. I really enjoyed my business classes and I really enjoyed trying to reach people and I had a knack for management and I found it exhilarating to lead people. So I wanted to go for management and for business and maybe some marketing. And she said, "What?" She's like, "With your grades and your abilities, you should be a doctor. You should be a doctor." She kind of like put down my passion. I had no passion to be a doctor. God bless that we have doctors and people who do have a passion for it and who are really great at it. But it wouldn't have made me happy. I love helping people, but I love motivating them. I don't like cutting them open. So that internal passion, you can't lie to yourself. And guess what external is? Externally is showing your passion with everybody else, sharing it. Don't hide it all in. Then nobody knows what nobody knows. How great is it if you could just share your passion with everybody you know? Unquestionably, people that are my friends, people that know me on Facebook, know that I have a crazy passion for fitness and for motivation because I constantly share it. I'm constantly sharing inspirational messages, and I'm now just getting into the video cycle. But you have to share your passion with people because you don't know who you're going to run into who has the same passion as you. Having passion is my high performance success principle number 3, and the most important success principle number 3, because it is the only thing that's going to drive you to keep going when you fail, to push you past your breaking point, to keep you up late, to get you in a routine and get you into a healthy lifestyle. Healthy lifestyle is very, very difficult to transform into if you haven't started in one. But that fire in your belly, that passion, is going to get you there. I'm a fitness fanatic, and I'm a Team Beachbody coach, and every single day, my passion to motivate other people is what gets me to work out. Not my personal goal, not my personal, oh, I want to be this or I want this. I want to motivate people. That's my passion. And I know that when I motivate people, when I work really hard, and I put a lot of effort into it, without even me trying, I'm motivating people. People have messaged me saying, Leanne, wow, you're such an inspiration. How great everything you're doing. And I'm not even trying because it's a passion. It's not work. It's not work. It's so great. It's one of the greatest feelings ever, and every single one of you deserves to feel it. That's another reason why it's my top high performance success principle, because you do deserve it. You have it in you. So stop lying to yourself about your passion and go for your dreams. Go for your dreams. Well, those are my 3 high performance success principles. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope you can relate it to your own life and you can really step out of your box and go for it. Just to summarize, principle number 1, organization, internally and externally. Get yourself thinking and systematically, and get yourself on a routine. High performance principle number 2 is personal development. Absorb as much information as you can internally and put it to practice externally. Principle number 3 is passion. Stop lying to yourself about what you really, really, truly love to do. And 2, externally, go and share it with the world. Thank you so much once again for listening to my top 3 high performance success principles. Have an absolutely wonderful, beautiful, exciting, exhilarating, passion-filled, and organized day.